Hello Aries, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Telematero. I believe the H is silent. Soon enough, I should be signing into that website. Somebody sent it to me. I think it's in the deck here too somewhere. I don't know if it's on one of the cards, but I need to do that. And it's by Renata Lechner. There's how you spell it in case you would like the deck. The Oracle cards I'm going to use are the Magical Spell Oracle cards by Lucy Cavendish. Alright, I already shuffled. What do we have for Aries? Alright, you know what? I feel like this is a little different than usual. See, this is a little different than usual. For you, I feel like you're in the center of this circle, and there's kind of like, it's almost like a wheel with a dent in it, I would say. In the center, you have the Queen of Swords, which I feel is you. Which swords are usually air, I get that, but I feel like this is talking about your thoughts about the situation. You want things to be more secure. Whatever the situation is, whether it be literally home, a work situation, family, whatever it is you're dealing with, you're giving it a lot of thought, and you're looking to bring in some more security, some more dependability to the situation. Now, the things you have around you that you're working with, you have the Page of Wands. So there's little effort going on around you. So to secure this situation, I feel like this is one of the situations you have to deal with, one of the things you have to deal with. There is effort, but it's not enough, and the effort has to be increased. Another thing here is the Four of Cups. Accepting that while everything may not be what you want it to be, there's definitely enough here to make this work out. Good? Okay. The Five of Cups. There's been some failures in the past. But there's still, you've garnered enough from these failures to create a better step forward. Purposeful failures. And I'm getting one of the things here is to look back on the failures and do a quick, detailed, I don't know if that's right either, quick something. A quick look at the similarities, because I get like the failures have a commonality. Why have they failed? Make sure that you protect against those failures. Like there's a similar line here. Like for example, if it's effort falling through, if it's financial connection, something, whatever it is. I'm getting like the Five of Cups. Like you're given this gift. These two gifts are above you, saying yes, you've failed a few times in the past, but why? What's the similarity to each failure? What happened each time that's the same? Safeguard against that. You'll do a lot better. I'm getting this is really your biggest gift of this situation, because you're going to take that information. What is consistent with each time it's failed? Putting all your effort into securing that so that doesn't happen again, and you have a much better chance of this working out. Because now what happens from there is then addressing or acknowledging that you do have the moon here. Some things are not going to be seen until it's actually daylight. In other words, there's pieces of this puzzle you're just going to have to be on your feet and ready to handle as they come towards you. You're not going to see everything until it's right in your face. But realizing that the light of day will work to your benefit when it does come forward, if you just safeguard against the same thing, like whatever's consistently gone wrong each time, you will be okay. It's just also addressing and accepting there are going to be curveballs, a few of them. But this is the one you need to be worried about, the past. What's gone, every time there's been a connecting factor, The same thing seems to be happening over and over again. And I'm feeling some of you saying, well, it was different it was this time, this time, this time. How did that occur, though? It's like there's a common line. For example, if it was people one time, finances another, and just like, you're like, well, that last one was just like the environment, like it just fell through, situations fell through. Were you paying attention? Did you get inklings, or did you have warning signs that each one of these things was going to happen? Like, did you leave it up to somebody else to handle each one of these things? Like, how did you handle each situation? Because there's a similarity between each one. Even if the situations look different, how you handled it, how you handled each piece, there's a similarity to. It's really like, if you have to look at it that way and realize, okay, the first time it was people, then it was finances, then it was just some weird environmental thing. Were you directly involved or were you not? And if you were directly involved, did you hyper-focus on that and other things fell through? They're like, you'll see a pattern. If you look close enough, you'll see the pattern. And they're going to be pushing it towards you, so you do, if this is really hitting with you, just to be fair. Because you're pulling all this forward. You're addressing that there's some things that are just going to be out of your control. There will be curveballs. Being ready for that is going to give you more strength, so you're ready for it. But bringing all this together, that's where you get justice on your side. Is that correct? All right. Because the biggest part of this is looking at the past failures and finding the connecting dot. What's the similarity to all? I'm getting 3, but it's the 5 of cups, so there's 3 down cups. What's the similarity between these situations? Once you see it, you're going to be fine because you'll be able to safeguard against it. And then you go into the future. What is that? Okay. You go into the future with the Ace of Swords and the Victory card. But I want to point out with the Ace of Swords, you have to be the Queen of Swords to get the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a very smart, thought-out victory. To me, that's a victory card. It goes right with the victory card. Well, the victory card's there anyway, so that's probably one of the reasons it's right there in my face. But, like, this is an intellectual card. This is a thinking it out. This is a having that plan ready to go. A lot of smart communication. Like, you're getting it out there. The Queen of Swords is creating the Ace of Swords. So you have to be on your game. You have to look at all these pieces like, all right, we need some more effort. Okay, great. Everything's not exactly the way I want it to, but there's enough here to make it successful. All right, that's fine. The connecting dot, I know it's a minor arcana, but I feel like this is the strongest, hardest part to do. If you got this, you can secure your victory in the future. Addressing, it's not all going to be... You're not going to see it all coming. There's going to be curveballs. But I have to stress this one last time. Getting that connecting dot, that's where your justice is. That's where your victory is. You pull this forward, this is the Queen of Swords at her finest. She's very smart. She knows what she needs to do. She knows when to talk and when not to, but mostly it's her intellect, to me. That's what I connect with the Queen of Swords. She's very, very smart. And she knows when she's got to pull things together. She knows when she has to look a little closer. And I feel like this is one of those situations where, yeah, everything's not perfect, but just seeing the past and seeing that connecting dot, that's your in. That's your jump forward. And that's where you get your victory. That's where you get your Ace of Swords. Of that thought-out victory, the plan moving forward, the taking all that together, holding it, stepping forward really strongly, and getting what you want. It seems very... well, it seems semi-simple. Like, it feels like it could be a slam dunk. The biggest challenge is that 5 of Cups. This is the biggest challenge. To see the past failures and connecting them and really looking it over. If you have to mull it over with somebody else who understands the situation, or maybe you have to talk it out with somebody who doesn't understand or know what you're going through, and talk out each situation, and maybe they could point out something that you're not seeing. If you're telling each situation what happened, where it went wrong, maybe they could ask questions to help you get closer to that, because I feel like that is what you need. That is going to get you your victory. You really, really need this. You need to work for that victory, but it's finding those connecting dots. I feel like that's going to get you across. That's really what's going to get you across and get you to your Ace of Swords. All right, I think we said what they wanted me to say. So I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.